Hey guys, ready here? And I just saw Silence. So this is the new movie directed by Martin Scorsese. This did come out last year, but it was limited release. I got a screening for this last night, and I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna count it as a 2017 movie. I counted Revenant as a 2016 movie. I might as well count this as a 2017 movie now. And I saw Revenant in like January 2016, so I counted that as last year's movie instead of a 2015 movie. This is going to be a 2017 movie. Same as Patriots Day and yeah. I'm going to count Patriots Day and this movie is a 2017 movie. I saw Lone Survivor in 2013, although I still count it as an 014 movie. Anyway, so let's get started with Silence. So this movie stars Andrew Garfield and Adam Driver, and they travel to Japan to find the whereabouts of Liam Neeson's character. They're two priests that travel to Japan, and this movie is hard to watch. It is an emotionally powerful movie. Like there's just like it's just about like religion and stuff, and I'm not really like a big religious type person. I'm not Christian either, so I probably wouldn't really connect with this movie as much. But it's nonetheless a fantastic movie, though. I mean, not Adam Driver, Andrew Garfield gave two great performances so far. He was great in Hacksaw Ridge, and he's great in this movie. But when they go there, they meet this guy who I assume is played by Steve Aoki. He kind of looks like Steve Aoki, so I'm going to say Steve Aoki, although it's kind of racist. But he had like the mustache and everything that Steve Aoki has. He has like the same mustache he has, is what I mean, and the same long hair. So I'm just going to assume that it was Steve Aoki that played the role. But this movie is just, it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes long, but it feels a lot. It went by quick. Like I had to go to the bathroom during. Like I had like a big soda in this movie, and I didn't have the urge to go to the bathroom once, and I never really go to the bathroom during a movie unless the movie is shit like Transcendence or anything like that. But this movie is just emotionally draining, and so pretty much Japan this takes place in like 16 something, and they show like how some of the Japanese people would torture religion out of the people that live there, and they'd put them on like they'd like have them like hang in the water and have like waves hit up against them. They would have them like up this on like some like stick, and then not literally a cross but like a stick, and they would grab like water from like this I want to say geyser, but it wasn't really a geyser, and they like have it like drip on them like a very hot shower, and it burns their skin. Just some of the torturing scenes are just tough to watch. I mean, it's like, wow. I mean, the torturing was just hard to watch. And then I think his name is Aragadu or something like that. Whatever the guy's name is, the Steve Aoki guy was. He I don't know. He played like a very troubling character. Like he'd betray them at one point and then come back and be like, "I have sinned, forgive me," and all that stuff. Yeah, this movie is just. Well, I don't really want to give too much away. This is a movie that should be seen. This is not like Scorsese's next Goodfellas, Casino. It's more or less Scorsese, The Last Temptation of Christ, or actually maybe Kundun, whatever that movie is that he made in 1997 about Tibet. It's more that movie. I haven't seen that movie, but I know what that movie is, and I know what it's about. I've seen the poster. This movie looks like it has that vibe of Kundun. It doesn't have like the gangsters and fucks and all that stuff in this movie. We don't get any of that. I don't even think there's any cursing in this movie besides the word whore said once. But and I'm not even sure if there's any music in this movie. Like this movie is completely musical, except for people like humming a song or something like that, or playing a song on a flute. But that was like towards the end. Or not a flute, an instrument that you blow into. But yeah. Uh, this doesn't really shove religion down your throat. This is just it's just like showing you. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't want to say it wrong, but it's not one of those movies where it just shoves religion down your throat. It's not like a propaganda piece or anything like that. Um, but this is just a really phenomenal movie. Adam Driver was great. Andrew Garfield was great. Liam Neeson, although he wasn't in it much, was pretty good. I would have to say this is probably taken to Japan because once again they're going there to find Liam Neeson since Liam Neeson might have been taken. So anyway, so yeah, barely any music in this movie, and it's called Silence for a reason. Like there's like a lot of like very quiet moments and like no musical tension whatsoever. And before I give my grade out, the cinematography in this movie is fantastic. Like, when I first heard about this movie, I was like really excited. I was like, oh, Scorsese's doing a new movie, can't wait. And then I saw this set photo. I was like, this movie looks like it's gonna be kind of boring. And then that trailer released. I was like, wow, this movie looks good. The cinematography was what drew me into the trailer. I was like, wow, this is a pretty sight to look at. This might be good. And then just the island, I think it was an island. Like the island they were on was just really beautiful. Whenever they showed the water, it was nice to see the water. Whenever they showed like mountains and like grassland and shit like that, or that one part when he's staring into the water, that was, it's just the scenery. It just looks great in high definition, and I probably would buy the Blu-ray just for that. But it's just. Don't go into this movie like, oh, it's going to be 2 hours and 45 minutes. I can't sit through that long. It doesn't feel that long. It feels relatively short, at least in my opinion. To me, this movie felt like 2 hours and 20 minutes, not 2 hours and 40 minutes. Like it felt like 20 minutes shorter than it really was. But that's probably because I was really engaged with the story. Like they like pull you in and don't let go until like the final moments of the movie. But yeah, I give Silence 5 stars out of 5. 2017 has started out great. I'm going to be seeing Hidden Figures probably tonight. I got screening for it. Hopefully I get in. So if I get in, I should have a review up for that movie either today or tomorrow. And then Friday, I know I'm late, but I'm possibly seeing La La Land. I know it's been like a month or two, a month and a half since La La Land been out, but I really want to see La La Land, so I might be going with a few friends to see it, and I heard it's great, so why not see it now? I'm late, but whatever. Better late than never.